Let's be honest, we all know that the plan to ship quote-unquote asylum seekers to Rwanda is never really going to happen. It's simply a talking point for the Conservatives to look tough on immigration and play to the base of the UK, while for the Labour Party it's a chance for them to virtue signal about how noble they are. And talking of virtue signalling, here's Jeremy Corbyn, who's apparently disgusted by reports that the Home Office will begin rounding up and detaining asylum seekers. That's if, of course, the government can actually find half of the asylum seekers they've let in. Apparently, according to their own report, they've lost half of them. And further to that, leading political voices in Rwanda are casting doubt as to whether the Rwandans will even hold up to their part of the deal anyway. But all of this is a moot point. It would never even get that far. It wouldn't get past the human rights lawyers, nor the European Court of Human Rights. Of course, the Tories know as well that this was never ever going to happen, and they don't want it to happen anyway. They're just doing it to play to their base. That's what Corbyn is correct about. It is very much an election stunt, but what he's wrong about is you're devoid of humanity for wanting it. Jeremy Corbyn is simply a trendy Islington internationalist socialist. He doesn't really have any affinity or care for Britain. He doesn't really seem to wish it to carry on in any way. Why else would he constantly want such high numbers of migrants coming here? And because he's a trendy metropolitan socialist liberal, he also ignores when he states we will resist together that it's only trendy Islington liberals that will resist with him. Which is ironic, because styling himself as a socialist for the working man has nothing to do with Jeremy Corbyn. Their aims and values are completely detached. The only people that support Jeremy Corbyn are essentially middle-class, rich trust fund kids or trendy kids in London who are into hipsterdom. Across the continent, people are sick and tired of this endless migration, of the thought that they're losing a say in their own countries, they're losing their own identity and hometowns in their own countries. And on top of that, they're sick and tired of liberal elites like Jeremy Corbyn telling them that they're heartless and devoid of humanity. It's the same story in France, it's the same story in England, it's the same story in Ireland. Recently, the Irish have been on the streets again, protesting the mass migration that they don't have any say on. Here they are, look at them, those awful bigots, walking down the road with their families, nice and peaceful, waving their Irish flags. If you listen to the media, you'd be convinced that all these people are far-right bigots, but they're actually just normal people. And the longer the media play this game, the worse things are going to get. I'm sure you can always find a few ranting bad eggs that they'll put on the front of The Guardian, but the vast majority of people don't hate anybody for their skin colour or even for coming here. You can't blame the individuals for trying to better their life. Who we're really angry with is the politician to keep allowing this against public will. These are just my thoughts anyway. Do let me know what you think down below and do consider subscribing.